Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota. Senator Klobuchar, it's great to see you. And you and I have talked about the impact on rural communities and rural health care and hospitals before. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on that last piece of news. I mean, the bill just passed today. This is in anticipation of the impact. What are you anticipating in terms of rural medical facilities in your state as a result of this bill passing?
I don't know every detail on my state, but I know what we're going to see nationally, and I know exactly what happened in Nebraska, because these hospitals are operating on a thin margin, right? They always are on a thin margin. And I remember one of the Republican senators said, well, no one's going to notice. They aren't going to notice this happen. They're going to forget about it. Hospitals can't afford to do that. They have a bottom line. So what you're going to see, and we've already, by the way, the Republicans know about it, as in one senator, Tom Tillis, over the Medicaid issue, spoke the truth, had the audacity to talk the truth, and then was threatened with a primary and decided not to run again. So I think one of the first roadkills, sadly, to all of this are going to be these rural hospitals, 300 of them, 500 nursing homes. 1 out of 2 people in assisted living are people who are on Medicaid. You also have $500 billion in Medicare cuts that were triggered by the fact that this big, beautiful betrayal of the American people adds $4 trillion in debt. You know what? We just got the numbers, Jen. That is $30,000 for every household. That adds $1,000 for every mortgage. So yeah, they tried to hide a bunch of this stuff till later after the midterms, but some of the stuff is going to hit in right away.
Yeah, like rural hospitals is a good example of that. The deficit numbers, I mean, there's so much pearl clutching over that. It's kind of ironic. Let me ask you, I mean, it seems like a year ago, although it was just a couple of days ago, that this bill passed the Senate, and your colleague, Senator Lisa Murkowski, who I know you've worked with on a range of things, but ended up being the deciding vote for passage in the Senate after she seemed to extract concessions specifically for her state. How disappointed were you when she did that? What do you make of it?
I was very disappointed, and that's putting it mildly. I think the people who are really going to be disappointed are the veterans as we go into 4th of July tomorrow, who are going to have their SNAP benefits either eliminated or reduced. I think the people that are going to be really upset are the people who are going to be thrown off their health care. That's 17 million people. And the worst of the whole thing is that a number of the changes that were made to help Alaska actually dragged in a whole bunch of bad stuff. And my favorite example is on SNAP. It's $200 billion in cuts for food assistance. And as Torres just described, Congressman Torres, the majority of these people, seniors, people with disabilities, veterans, kids, well, this is going to really hit in rural. And one of the things they did to help Alaska was say that the states with the highest error rates with SNAP, because Alaska is the highest, and they couldn't get that by the parliamentarian to just single out Alaska. They tried Alaska and Hawaii. They tried Alaska and D.C. And they finally ended up with the 10 states with the biggest error rates. And those states get 1 to 2 years off of having any of these cost shift cuts. My favorite example, and there's many, is that Florida, which has a high error rate, could avoid for 2 years paying $1 billion a year in their cost shifts. And Texas, that has a lower error rate, will pay $700 million each year. Jen, you can't make this up, but was all about reeling in Alaska, and that's what they did. And you see a number of just completely crazy things. They want to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse. They're actually encouraging it. Because if I'm a governor in a state, I'm like, get my error rate up, because it could save me $1 billion a year on a state budget where you already have 44 states that have they have balanced budget amendments and the like.
It's hard to make sense of is one way to describe it. Let me just ask you, I mean, overnight, we all went to bed last night. Not that I think we were all hopeful all of a sudden that the bill would fail, but there were people who were going to vote against it, and then they flipped. And yesterday, this part from the Times stuck out to me, and I want to know what you thought of it. It had this paragraph here where it said, a Congo line of angsty Republican lawmakers filed through the West Wing on Wednesday. They walked out with signed merchandise, photos in the Oval Office, and by some accounts, a newfound appreciation for the bill. I mean, so many people came out against the bill, and they just got signed photos. Is that what we're talking about here?
Or maybe hats, or maybe a meme coin, Jen. I mean, this is an outrageous thing. As you know, this is all about a bunch of tax cuts for the wealthiest on the backs of American people. American people hate it. 2-to-1 they're against this bill. 60% of them are, again, they say that it would actually help the wealthiest. It's a 2-to-1 margin. People that believe it'll help the wealthiest, and they're very right against those people that think it's going to help them. And once they hear that, whether it was kickbacks to Alaska, or whether it was a MAGA hat, or whether it was a signed photo, those kinds of things, when they put people's lives at risk and they make it harder for their family to get a mortgage, harder to pay their rent, harder to be able to make sure they put food on the table, this will be the defining moment of this Republican Party. And we've been heading this way. It is, chaos is up. As you point out, hospital closures are going to be up, and corruption is up. All the while the American people's fortunes, the vast majority, not the wealthiest, will go down. That's what's happening right now, and that's why the focus will be on making this point every single day. Hakeem Jeffries made it in a great dramatic way. We saw in the Senate, led by Senator Schumer, we had vote after vote after vote, holding these guys accountable for the fact that they want to have these tax cuts for the wealthiest. They say they care about the deficit, and then they're giving hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax cuts to multimillionaires. That is not going to sit well with the American people.
No, I expect the more they learn about it, the less they're going to like it. We see that in poll after poll. Senator Amy Klobuchar, thank you so much for joining me on the eve of July 4th.